Hello everyone, this is day 42 of Polity Daily Drill. Let's begin. First question. Justice Geeta Mittal Committee. Recently news was set up to supervise, intervene and monitor relief, rehabilitation and restoration in Manipur. B. Recommend the criteria for providing reservation to OBCs in the legislatures. C. Suggest steps to be taken to increase the number of seats of IAS per year. Or D. Look into the demand for including Ladakh in Schedule 6. So as far as this committee is concerned, if you remember, on the 3rd of May last year, that is 2023, violent ethnic clashes erupted in Manipur between the Meitei people in the Imphal Valley and the Kuki-Zo tribal community from the surrounding hills. And the catalyst for this violence was a tribal solidarity march that was protesting the Meitei community's demand for scheduled tribe status. In fact, the Manipur High Court's order directing the state government to recommend ST status by 29th of May further intensified tensions. Now, in response to this escalating situation, the Supreme Court, what it did? The Supreme Court appointed a 3-member committee, which was led by the former JNK, Jammu and Kashmir High Court Chief Justice, Justice Geeta Mittal. And this committee was formed in August 2023, right? And what was the purpose? The purpose was to intervene and monitor relief and rehabilitation, restoration of homesteads, restoration of religious places of worship, etc. in Manipur, right? In fact, then Chief Justice Chandrachud had also said that the committee, through its work, would endeavor to reinstill the belief of people of Manipur in the concept of rule of law. So the right answer is A. Moving on to question number 2. Consider the following statements regarding official languages under Schedule 8 of the Indian Constitution. It comprised of 22 languages at the commencement of the Constitution. So we all know Schedule 8 official languages currently contains a list of how many languages? 22. But in the beginning, we had only 14 languages. So at the commencement of the Constitution, that is what date? The 26th of January 1950. This is the date of commencement of the Constitution. We had only 14 languages, so one is wrong. Number 2, any modification in the 8th schedule can only be done by Parliament by law. This is also incorrect. Any modification in 8th schedule requires the use of Article 368. That means what? Amendment to the Constitution with a special majority, not by law, because by law refers to a simple majority. So 2 is wrong. Number 3, in 1992, English was added to the 8th schedule. This is also wrong. English is not a part of 8th schedule till date. And in 1992, yes, some changes were made through the 71st Amendment Act of 1992. We added 3 languages, that is Konkani, Nepali and Manipuri. Okay, so this is also wrong. How many of the above statements are incorrect? Incorrect. So all 3 are incorrect. Moving on to question number 3. Consider the following statements about the preamble of the Indian Constitution. The phrase "we the people of India" emphasizes the concept of popular sovereignty, indicating that the power and authority of the government derive from the people. So yes, this is of course correct. We the people of India have given to ourselves this constitution. What is the source of power? The people of the country are the source of power. Number 2, the terms socialist and secular were part of the original text of the preamble as adopted in 1949. No, this is wrong. Both these words, socialist and secular, were later additions. When were they added? 42nd Amendment Act of the year 1976 along with one more word, that was integrity. So 2 is wrong. Number 3, the preamble declares the objectives of securing justice, liberty, equality to all citizens, and promoting fraternity to maintain unity and integrity of the nation. This is absolutely correct. And number 4, the Supreme Court of India has ruled that the preamble is a part of the Constitution and can be amended under Article 368. This is also correct. The preamble can be amended. Of course, it has been amended, and as per the Keshwanand Bharati case of 1973, preamble is a part of the Constitution. Later on in 1995, the LIC case, the Supreme Court also said that the preamble is an integral part of the Constitution, a part which cannot be removed entirely. Yes, modifications are permitted, but of course not those things which are a part of the basic structure. So 4 is also correct. Right answer is B, 1, 3 and 4 only. Moving on to question number 4. Consider the following statements regarding Right to Information Act in India. It allows both citizens and aliens the right to information. 2. Section 8 of the Act provides for exemptions which relate to strategic interest affecting the interests of the country. And number 3, as per the Act, every public authority must provide information within 7 days in case the information relates to life and liberty of an individual. Now, statement 1 is actually wrong. Why? Because the Act says that every citizen has right to information. It is available only to citizens, not to aliens or foreigners. So 1 is wrong. 2 is of course correct. Section 8 deals with a list of exemptions, meaning that information, if sought, will not be responded to or will not be provided by the government to its people. Right? So 2 is correct. 3 is actually wrong. Why? Because yes, normally the information has to come in 30 days. But when life or liberty is involved, we reduce that period, but not to 7 days, to only 48 hours, that is 2 days. So 3 is also wrong. How many of the above statements are correct? A, only 1. And the last question for today, consider the following statements about the CAG of India, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. The CAG must subscribe to an oath mentioned in the second schedule of the Constitution. Now, it seemingly is correct because yes, the oath is mentioned in the Constitution. This is Article 148 Clause 2, but a small change. It's not the second schedule. Second schedule contains what? Second schedule contains salaries and emoluments. It is the third schedule. 1 is wrong. Number 2, he is appointed by the President and can only be removed from his office in the same manner and on same grounds as a judge of Supreme Court. Absolutely correct. This is nothing but Article 148 Clause 1, which mentions this or provides this information. Number 3, after leaving office, the CAG is not eligible for any other government office, whether under the Government of India or any state government. Absolutely correct. This is also mentioned under the same article, Clause 4. How many of the above statements are correct? We know only 2. This brings us to an end of our discussion for today. Let's meet tomorrow. Till then, that's all for me. Jai Hind.